Hi everyone and welcome to PilotPracticeExams.com. Thanks for joining if you've only just joined. Now, this video is a quick intro to onboard you and get you up and running on this site very, very quickly. So the thing is, this site is absolutely brilliant, but what you need to do to get the absolute max out of it is to know how to use it and also know how to use your brain to get the most out of the study that you do. So down below there's a bunch of videos on memory techniques, study techniques, what to study and how to engage the brain while you study. So make sure you watch those. It's around about 24-25 minutes worth of video there. But honestly, if you use those techniques combined with what I'm going to tell you now, then you're probably, over the course of say a PPL or an RAOS qualification with NAVs, you're probably going to save yourself around about 50 hours. So it's well worth watching. Now, let's get into this video. So the purpose of this video is to tell you how to maximize your usage of this site. So what you're going to do is you're going to record your results. Now I suggest you either just do that in a cheap exercise book, in notes on your phone, by sending yourself an email, or in an Excel spreadsheet, whatever works best for you, but make sure you record them where you can easily get hold of them. Now the reason you want to do that is this: for you to maximize how quickly you can study, but also the results that you can get from your study, we need to work out what works for your brain. So we need to work out what memory techniques, what study techniques work best for you. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. So in those videos down below, there's a bunch of the best study and the best memory techniques. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and do a pre-test, and then you're going to do a post-test, and you're going to record both results. But you're also going to, importantly, going to record what methods you used to study. Okay, and then next time you're going to go and do a different pre-test and a different post-test and different study, and you're going to record those. Now, after you've done that about 5 or 6 times, you're going to quickly start to identify what methods of study work for you. Okay, and you're going to start to see this pattern. Now, once you think you've got it, just record it a bit longer, another maybe 4 or 5 tests to make sure, because we don't want to base our data on just something really early up that might not work. Now, your study methods, which will be included in a lot more detail down below, will involve this: doing a test first, finding what you don't know, going to the contents of the book, rapidly finding and recording where those contents are, because chances are they're the same questions you're going to keep getting wrong. So make sure you keep a list of that, and that's where this book comes in handy, so that when you, for example, don't know how to calculate a density altitude, you just go to that topic and you've got a list of the things that you struggled with and what pages they're on. Okay, so that's going to help you rapidly identify where the location is. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go and study that, and you're going to know that you're going to be tested, so you're going to commit it to memory, use all the memory techniques that I show you, and then you kind of come back and test. Now that's the process you're going to follow over and over and over until you're exam ready. When you're scoring above 80%, you're ready for an exam. When you're scoring above 90, you're probably definitely going to pass your exam, especially for the ones that have a 70% pass mark, and for the ones that have an 80% pass mark, when you're consistently scoring in the 90s, you're probably definitely going to pass that. So guys, that's the technique that you're going to use. What you need to do is combine that with using all the practice exams on this site. Then what you want to do, in each section we have final prep exams. The final prep exams are the absolute closest thing you will find to the real exam. Now, the reason I suggest you start with other exams and then move towards the final prep exams is because we want to build your variety of knowledge. We don't want you to just pass the test, or you might be just a dangerous pilot. So we want you to have a bit broader bank of knowledge. And then as you get closer to the exam, we want you to focus in on what's in the actual exam. Now, one of the other advantages of just doing the broader based questions first and then moving to final prep is it's going to ask you questions in different ways. And if you just start with the final prep, what you're going to do is you're going to become what we call just a rote learner. Okay? Whereas if you start with this broad bank, what you'll do is you'll cover the bases, using one type of question, and then as you move to the final prep exams, you'll cover some of the same content and the exact right content using different questions. So then you'll know that you can answer, for example, density altitude questions when you're asked in the way that we asked down here with the variety of questions, and with the way that we ask you in the final prep. So please make sure you don't just go straight to the final prep unless your exam's like tomorrow or the next day. For everybody else, you should start with a broader range of exams and then move towards final prep. Now, the final thing I need to cover is this. I am not an instructor, so this is a disclaimer, okay? I am not an instructor. If there is anything in there you have doubt about or don't agree with what's in the textbook or whatever, it could be a mistake. You should bring it to my attention and you should cross-check it with your instructor. So welcome aboard. Make sure you watch the videos down below. Make sure you record your results. Make sure you compare your study methods. Make sure you use all the techniques in there until you work out what is going to make you most efficient. Also, join the Facebook group. If you're not already in the Facebook group, definitely jump in there, because that's your opportunity to go through this on a journey with other students and also to ask them. A lot of them are getting taught in very good flight schools, and they can compare notes with you. Some of them are ahead of you. They've just done the exam that you're about to come up to, and it's a really good way of sharing knowledge and just making this, something way bigger than just a journey by yourself with just you and your instructor.